Here I go again. So I'm eating my sweet potatoes and chicken again with avocado, and I don't know. I've come across a conclusion. There was a point in time where I was working 16 hours, um, waking up at 2:45 a.m. so that I could go to the gym at 4 a.m. Hit the gym from 4 to 5:30. Go to work at 5:30. From work, go to my second job, and then from my second job, go home and work on my business for an hour to 2 hours, and then I would go back to bed, and then I would repeat the same process for months. And it seems as if I've lost that sort of process because I ended up failing on my business. I didn't actually take it to the position and the expectation that I actually wanted, right? So I lost it. And since I've been away from my purpose, quote unquote, the thing that I wanted to do, the goal that I was actually working towards, I've found it very difficult to stay on task. I've found it very difficult to maneuver across my days. And I've also lost a lot of purpose and a lot of sense of life, because my worldview is beginning to change. And I came to the conclusion recently, so I smoke weed once to twice a month, just so I can really start to fill in the crevices that I'm not seeing when I'm sober. Because when I smoke weed, I'm able to really get the full picture of what's going on in my life. And I'm away from everything. I'm in nature. I'm just to my thoughts. And I came to the realization that even though I'm not necessarily working on a specific purpose, I'm not working on a business. I don't have a body goal because I already hit my body goal years ago. I don't have any sort of goals that I'm trying to reach. And at the moment, I'm realizing I'm at my most peaceful because of what I'm doing, who I'm surrounding myself with, and just what I'm learning in the process of actually being away from just constant progressiveness, constant productivity. I'm being away from that. And throughout this process, I constantly try to find tasks to do. I constantly create schedules for my day. And that was fine when I was working on my pursuit, when I was working on my purpose, on my business, on my goals. But I realized that you cannot copy and paste the things that you were doing when you were working on your purpose over to your life when you have not a specific goal or no purpose on a specific endeavor. Now, when I say no purpose, I mean a task, an endeavor, something that you want to achieve and something that you want to obtain, and you work towards getting that thing. So there's purpose behind your actions. And every day we have purpose. We obviously have purpose, but I don't have a specific goal that I'm working towards. And when I am constantly trying to flood my day with tasks and the way to maneuver through my day, how productive I have to be, I notice that I feel more empty about life because, I'm just whacking myself. I'm whipping myself, telling myself to be productive, to get the most out of my day, to be as, doing the productivity rain dance, doing my meditation, doing my 30 minutes of reading, right? And it feels so much more emptier, the fact that I don't have something I'm working towards. It just feels like I'm whipping myself. And if I don't do the 30 minutes of reading, if I don't do the meditation, if I don't do the 7-mile run, then I'm a bitch, right? And I don't know, what I'm realizing now is, there's a phase you hit, and I'm talking to the people that are also going through the same endeavor right now. It's, do not ruin your peace by copy and pasting the things that you did before, thinking it needs to be the exact same way, so that way you stay productive and then you finally meet that endeavor, right? So if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a goal that you're working towards, stay still, stay calm, because then the whispers start coming to you. Stay clear-minded, stay away from social media, stay away from all that bullshit that's going to take away your attention, and instead stay at ease. Like, fall deeply into the peace that you're in right now, because you haven't, if you're actually watching this, because you haven't had this sense of time to yourself. So take advantage of the peace that you have now, because when you're at peace and when you actually lean into the peace, that's when the whispers of your next purpose start to come in, and they start to dwell into your mind, and they start forming into other big things that you can then work on. But you're going to miss out on the whispers, and it's going to take longer for you to reach that endeavor that you want to pursue, because you're constantly focused on staying productive and doing the things that you did in the past to then take over to your life now. You're missing out on everything that you can possibly do now or in the future, because you're whipping yourself, telling yourself that you need to stay productive until the next endeavor comes, until you find the next endeavor. But you're not going to find the next endeavor if you're not still, if you're not at peace, if you're not at ease, if you're not present in the current moment. Because I realized throughout this time of, not having a purpose or not having a specific endeavor or a goal to reach, I realized this is my sense, or this is my time now to really delve deeper into who I am, change up my worldview and change up my expectations, to then, instead of trying to reach an expectation that I created while I was desperate, I can then now create a new goal that I find inspiration working towards. And in this entire phase that I've been in, without a purpose, without a goal or without an endeavor, I've found the most peace I've ever found. And it's all because I'm starting to lean into what my peace is and actually acknowledging that I do have a place of balance. And I understand what you're saying. You don't want to be balanced because there's so much work to do and you want to improve and you want to get better. I understand that. I'm currently battling those thoughts as well, but it just seems like this is all a price of business, and that this is exactly what everybody else is dealing with. People that are also like-minded, people that are growth-minded and want to improve or have lost their sense of purpose. This is the price of doing business. This is just what we have to deal with. And I'm really noticing leaning into my peace, leaning into my balance and my ease and my whatever it is, leaning into stillness, staying away from social media and really writing and obtaining new knowledge. The whispers are starting to come back on what my next purpose is and what direction I want to be headed towards. Not a place out of lack, not a place out of obscurity, not a place of desperation. It's all like, holy shit, I do want to do this. It's all coming from a place of inspiration, and it's beginning to unfold right before me. And my advice to the people that are struggling right now, the people that don't have those the people that don't have their purpose or aren't working towards something at the moment, lean into the peace that you have right now. Lean into what you're struggling with. Because this might be the first time that you've ever had a time alone, a time of peace, a time of just ease. Lean into it, even though it might be uncomfortable, because this is the price of doing business. This is the price of what we have to deal with when it comes to losing our sense of purpose, because our next purpose is coming in if we just lean into the pain, lean into the struggle, lean into what is uncomfortable. Because as you know, if you are a growth-minded person, you fucking know that you need to lean into the hard so that way you can get something better on the outskirts of it. So you can get that light at the end of the tunnel. There's another door, because your discomfort is the comfort. So everybody else who looks at you differently, they say, wow, George, or wow, whatever person, you go to the gym 5 times, you run, you lift weights, you cold plunge, you wake up early in the morning, whatever. You're so different. Like, I could never do that, right? Your discomfort is their comfort. Your discomfort is going out with friends. Your discomfort is what your discomfort is going out with friends. Your discomfort is staying in bed watching a fucking movie. Your discomfort is going out and taking yourself out for a night out after you've had a long day. Like, that is your discomfort. So start leaning into what is uncomfortable to you, and then if you stay away from all the other nonsense, you're going to start getting those whispers of what your next purpose is, and then you can take inspired action towards reaching that endeavor instead of being desperate for what it is that you want now. So, I hope this helped. These sweet potato and chicken thoughts just hit different, guys. So, have a nice day.